I respect me. Y'all got me? Don't let these people that little money get you. I'll keep working 7 days a week, do what I got to do, scrawl and scratch, and whatever I got to do it. But I'll never get what these people never tell me what to do. I don't ever want to put myself back in their position. Nope, nobody tell me what I do. You can ask me, but you won't tell me. Y'all hear me? That's just being honest. I set myself, I work hard to do 7 days a week. I'm working. Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
I get through, I'll be on the phone, I'll be putting somebody together. I'm always grinding. I want to always keep it when nobody walk up and tell me, hey, you going to do, at that point I put my foot in your ass. Yeah, but being honest, we won't be doing that. Y'all, that's just being honest. I like it like that. I just rather keep it like that so I can stay peaceful with everybody. I've been with folk come and you had to see folk run. You had to go, you had to watch it. You had to be jaw scared, wondering what they're going to do. I like it like this. Everybody be scared but me. Y'all all right? But you're going to work to get there. Don't start overnight. You got to push through something. You got to sacrifice, put something up, put something away, do some other stuff, sell some stuff. I ain't put the name on everything. Just sell some stuff. Y'all like that, do they? I do they like it. Humpback sell them. Well, don't worry about that. I don't know how much money these little kids have. I'm going to tell them to sell some of the jacket. But kids don't really have that much money. It's up to the parent. Come in, them not adult clothes out. Y'all got that. Take them. They don't say he clapped, he doesn't do that, but they want in the hands. That's just the vibration here. But anyway, we're talking about South Carolina. So I got to look back at it some more. But apparently they're doing the same thing in Myrtle Beach. Well, they take, you know what, and I sent it out, and I put it on Twitter, other places. I'm sick of white people platform. Because it's white people that watch me, support me, and they stand. They know I'm telling the truth. They know I'm not racist at every individual. I'm only speaking against a system that has no equality for us. And they have the ability to give us equality. Sad part is nobody should have that in their hands to where they can control another race's equality. Nobody. I wouldn't want to control that over anybody else. I think that should be a given. As long as you don't pass over the threshold of my property and my welfare, you should be free and you should be able to have and you should be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Within respect and rights of other people now. Y'all got me? I'm not even with go march and kill no homosexual because you need to get the fornicators too. You don't do that. And adult. So best thing to do, I say to these people, leave everybody alone. If you don't like folk, I don't say what's up. Hypothetically, I hate your guts. Don't care nothing for you. How about I just leave you alone? You leave me alone. Why we got to go get 20 of us and put a rope on his neck and drag him outside? I just don't get this madness. If it's no you putting hands on me or threatening my life, why people mess with people? The easiest thing to do with people is just leave people alone. And it's just, you know, and it's not hard that people try to make it. It ain't your car, don't touch mine. Go get your own. You know how I got a car? Work, scrape, got credit up, whatever I had to do to get one. How about you do the same? But some of this is created through the system. The system need criminals. The system need people that's not well educated and not well versed on law. Those are the type of people you take advantage of. And people don't realize that. You know how many people you can make money that don't know the law, that don't know price, that don't pay attention to stuff? Listen, the system is set like that. If people go in the store and they ring the stuff, people just, if that computer, boop, 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 it's right. So some people say, stop. That's not right. They said, what? They run that thing, somebody go check. They were like, there's some people watching that thing every time they switch. They already looked at their price. They know. They done checked it. And that thing, boop, boop, they said, stop. That's wrong. And you'll be thinking, man, I don't even look at that. I just let it go, boop, boop, boop. And I got about a guesstimate of what my stuff, it might be, maybe I was off $5 or $10 over. You know, it's people watching up to the penny. It's a lady that actually busted another lady at the bank. This lady was stealing 1 cent out of everybody's account. 1 penny, not greedy, smart. One lady went there and held their ass to the fire about that penny. They went back through her account, and she was able to count hers to the penny. And when they went back to the penny, that's how they found out she was going through my accounts, taking the shit. So some people don't miss nothing. They're watching everything, because they know whenever you get comfortable and you start leaving stuff in the hands of other people, this is what will happen. People will take from you little by little. That's how I expect. They did it to the Indians. They kept telling them they was going to have to move them to another place. And every time they moved them, it was for their safety. That's how they got them to move. It was for their safety. It was the government implementing a plan in to put the Indians somewhere so they could be safe. The Indians like, hell, I was safe before you got here. Before you came, wasn't nobody effing with me. And then how they got them, they took away their food. Their major source was what? Like us, the ox. And gave us cattle. They gave us these deficient animals that we call cows. Now you get mad cow disease. You get all this meat. You thinking you did cook it well, and you know you did. And they saying no, you undercooked it. I mean, it's so much going on because you got to think about what the ox did for. It did the same thing the Indians learned from us. We got clothing. You could build. That's how we built tents from goat skin. Everything. These animals were resourceful for. Goat milk is better than any this other milk you ever got. You know you can't go. You can't go in the Middle East and sell no cow milk. They won't buy it. A lot of this stuff that we buy, we get. You can't sell that stuff. Nobody drink that stuff. Goat milk is more healthy. It's a stronger taste, but it's healthy. Agree, Aaron, or disagree? He know about that. I'm telling you people. They want this stuff. We don't know nothing about it. Bringing no baby up on that cow milk they give us. We got that stuff from them. And now these people, we don't reduce our weight. Then we wonder why these kids are sicker. Most of these kids ain't had no real breast milk. They ain't had no turnip green come out there teddy. They don't know what a turnip green will do for them baby. Man, baby neck strong. Baby sitting there, man, just got lotion, baby powder. Just press it, turn that thing, bam, bam. Isn't that right? You're right, baby. So them baby was strong, baby. Get up walking, talking fast. Turnip green, pot liquor. Well, you put some pot liquor in that baby bottom and mash that cornbread up real nice. Woo, man, that baby some pot liquor. Baby be strong. That baby be real strong. As soon as we get that baby a week or two of some teddy, we put that baby right on some the little stuff in the can, little milk can. What the? No, not something like what the? That too bad. No, that pet milk. Pet milk. They stuff them right on that pet milk. That carnation, they had a car, they called it pet milk. A lot of that stuff was terrible. You could maybe cook with it, but you don't want to make no baby no bottle with it. And we put them on that baby food with a little white baby on the picture back then, that Gerber. Yeah, that thing was sick. You almost, and then you just stink real bad. That stunk, and you get it to you, it stink. And then mom, when you the test over there, they just shoot it right in the bottle. It's in the bottle, it gotta be good. See, a lot of stuff now, we look at why our kids are more sickened and diseased. They don't look at a lot of this stuff. And then some of these sicknesses your kid need to get, because see, your body can build antibodies against. You can't build antibody against something you don't have. You don't know that? You can't. There's no way to build antibody against something you had never got. Go train a military with have somebody train who ain't never fought before. See how well it works. Y'all all right? Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of things you start to learn the more you're around. They'll teach you a lot of these bad, but that's what you have to do. You have to build antibodies. That's the way you can do it. Y'all all right? Yes, I'm going to get ready and talk to y'all a little bit. Some kind of way, that's how they work out. How about it? Come on now, Sherry. Why you ain't wear them pants, the one when you blow the Leo and talking about, that turn into them gachos? He said, bah! That thing should have been laying. Go ahead. I ain't got nothing to do with what CJ is saying. Go ahead. Eternal Kudashab in the Shema Yahusha HaMashiach, we say Hadu. All the Tahala belongs unto you for your tube and for your Rekam. That should barak us according to the Berith that you Shabbat to Abraham, Yasakak, Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yasharal, always Zakah, the way of Yah. Barak Jerusalem, your Shamaim, your Sabut, your Raha, your Malakin, every Makum. Barak those that watch, those that set the Palah with them and for them. Those who we told we would commit unto you for their transformation, their healing, their conversion, their salvation. and for the desires of their law. We ask you to barak the married, the single, the separated, the biddy, the yardless, the teenagers, those in school and playgrounds and other places. Be their protection, their guide. Return back those that were taken from us and those that gone astray. Establish them according to your dabarim. We ask you to barak us with your Ruach HaKadosh. Blot not all our katar, our iniquities, and our trespasses before it's everlasting too late. Establishing us as your own arm before it's everlasting too late. We ask you to search us and try us. See if there be any rasha ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the rock everlasting. Let the dabarim of our mouth, let the meditation of our law be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we allow you to take full control. That you get the Tahala, you get the Kabud, and you get the Kabad. In the Shema Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Any good? Any towel tube? So imagine how everybody, well, not imagine, well, amazing. But she was saying, it's amazing how these people will just take stuff from us and turn our stuff around and just, you know, present it to us almost like they discovered it. Oh, goodness, let's see. Where we starting at? Romans? What chapter? What verse? 1. Goodness, millions of man beings. How you get them? You were doing good too. I knew that jacket gonna kick in. It don't take long. That thing starts sweltering. Jacket got a mind of his own. Like that joke, him and that clothes be fighting. Romans 15:4. Other brother get me Barashit. They call Romans. I'm sorry, I mean they call it Genesis. No man, no, they might well call it Roman. They don't know what they're doing. Isn't that right? 6. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things
was
written aforetime
was written
for our learning,
for what reason?
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Why y'all throwing his voice as soon as he start? Y'all gotta have that man already ready. It don't take much to get the veil already. He'll be thinking he's something about us, some great one or something. Isn't that right? I don't want to say too much to him. He got his parents in. Also, give the veil parents a hand tonight for coming and being here with them. Appreciate them. Isn't that right? Appreciate them. Now, a lot of times you get people get their parents to come and be here. Certainly appreciate them. All right, finish up. This is Barashit, chapter 2, at verse 6. I think his dad was sitting outside. Saw his mom earlier. Appreciate you, kind sir, for being here with us. How many of y'all missed his parents? Y'all didn't see him? How many of y'all didn't see him? Oh, that's him. All right. Appreciate him. His dad sitting outside. All right, listen to the book. I think his dad drive trucks for a living. All right, go ahead.
But there went up a mist from the Arats.
What happened?
And watered the whole panim of the Adumah.
What happened?
And Yahuah Elohim formed Ish of the dust of the Adumah.
Y'all see how he did it? He formed him from the dust. Go ahead.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of Kai.
So how do we catch that? What do we find for that symbol? The ha, the breath. Isn't that right? Listen.
And Ish became a living Nephash.
Well, which would have been a Kai Fash, living man. Kai would be living. I'm about to write Kai up here. Listen.
And Yahuah Elohim planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the Ish whom he had formed.
Yeah.
And out of the Adumah made Yahuah Elohim to grow every ox that is planted in the site and tube for food. The ox of Kai also in the midst of the garden, and the ox of knowledge and of Taub in Rasha. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. The name of the first is Pison, that
Verse
is,
16. Listen to the book.
and Yahuah Elohim Amar the Ish, saying, of every ox of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the ox of the knowledge of Tube and Rasha thou shalt not eat of it.
Why?
For in the yum that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely moot.
That's good. That's good. Let's look at the book of Romans chapter 5. Once I get this thing to work out right, man, these hours ain't working out too well tonight. I'm not pleased with them. All right, listen.
Much more then, being now justified by his dam, we shall be saved from wrath through him.
Y'all hear this? Now being justified by his dam, his blood, we shall be justified.
We shall be saved from wrath
We shall be saved from wrath.
through him.
Listen.
For if, when we were enemies, we were reconciled to Elohim
See that? If when we were enemies, we were reconciled to Elohim. What happened?
by the moot of his ben,
By the death of his son. What happened?
much more,
Much more.
being reconciled, we shall be saved by his Kai.
Listen. He said, much more we shall be reconciled by his life. Listen.
And not only so, but we also, Shusha in Elohim, through our Adon Yahusha Mashiach, by whom we have now received the kafar.
Yes.
Wherefore, as by one Ish, Kotar, entered into the Arats,
Did I say that? By one man, Qatar entered into the Iraq. Sin entered into the world. Listen.
and Moot, by Kotar,
See that? And death came in by sin. So what happened?
and so Moot passed upon all Anashim.
Yes.
For
Y'all
that
see what happened? So after that, he said, now death passed unto all men, all unashamed. Can y'all imagine that? He started telling us about the importance of his son, his Ben, and how by his son's death is how we were saved. And he talked about how through his blood, his dam, how we were reconciled, right? Came and put us back. That's all it is, to reconcile. You get sometime a couple or break up, America, you got better. You say, okay, so y'all reconcile. Isn't that right? That's the purpose. You're trying to reconcile. And that happens usually sometimes you get a mediator. And what a mediator job is, try to get everybody to a common denominator and say, well, let's look at this and work from this point here and see what we can fix, or whether this is going to be something we're going to just scrap it. Well, that's what we found. He came in and said, instead of scrapping it, I think we can fix this. We just got to get to a mutual agreement. So through this, he said, through his dam, he came in and said we'd be reconciled. And what did he tell us after he talked about them being reconciled by his dam?
we shall be saved by his Kai.
We're going to be saved by his life. What happened?
And not only so,
But what happened?
we also, Shusha in Elohim,
We
through
also
our
joined
Adon,
Elohim, our Adon, yes.
Yahusha Mashiach,
Oh, he's our Adon, yes,
by whom we have now received the kafar.
yes.
Wherefore,
We saw the atonement. Okay. And what we had to do when it came down to an atonement? Had to give a ransom. That's what kafar was about. You had to give a ransom. So what would happen? Wait, his son, let me borrow for a second. I hypothetically have just came and I took him. Now, one of y'all asked me for him back. You what? You want them back? But I can't do it by you asking. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask for a ransom. Now, the ransom is going to be according to what I feel like it's worth to me to give him back. Hypothetically, who I'm going to be seeing. So your asking ain't going to do it. I took his life because of, you ain't going to believe it, sin. So you're going to have to give me something that will atone for it, which in turn we're going to look at as a ransom. A ransom is something you can give for a person in prison. or if a person been kidnapped. You know that? Sometimes people, you might not believe it, be locked up and they'll have something we'll call bail. After you pay bail, you can that's what you get ransom for somebody that's a prisoner. Yeah. And see, when you commit qatar sin, you become a prisoner. And so we had to find out something that would be an exchange for what was done. See, we found out, if we were paying attention in the 5th chapter of the book of Romans, he started telling you how the qatar came in. It came in through Ish. And by that one man's transgression, he said, fell on everybody. Y'all got it? So that wound up falling on everybody. And now with it falling on everybody, we got to figure out how to reconcile to get everybody back. And it's going to be through a ransom. So we can see exactly what happened. We should understand that. When they came to get Yahusha, when they asked him who he was, they came. And remember, they asked him, he told them who he was. The book said they fell backwards. And then he asked again, and they did the same thing. And he said, if it me you seek, you didn't believe what he said. He said, let them go. So you know what he did at that point? He paid a ransom. So if he said, if it me you seek, let them go, that means everybody was caught up. Everybody was caught up from one man. Let's see what he said. Say that Yahuah 18:1. We'll believe it if he said it. Well, you don't have to believe it. It's only for people that really got a mind they want to be saved. See, the whole principle, again, is when you read, is to get comprehension. 18:1. Let's see what he said. Listen to the book.
When Yahusha had spoken these dabarim,
when Yahusha had spoken these words, what happened?
He went forth with his Methitas over the brooks, Kedron, where was a garden, into the which he entered, and his Methitas.
That sound like somebody else we know? Sound like anybody we know? Sound like a dumb. He went into a garden too. He was made outside the garden. He actually went over in the garden. He said there he put the Ish. If he put him there, he couldn't have been made there. It would have told you there he made him at. So he made him outside the garden and then put him in the garden. That's why Yahusha tried to tell her he was him. He ain't gonna believe it. He tried to tell her. When we caught him here. But when he prayed, when he pulled out, let's see what he said. 18, pick that 17:1 of the same book. Yahuah. Yes, let's see what he said. Listen to the book.
These dabarim spake Yahusha and lifted up his eyes.
See, pay attention. These dabarim said Yahusha, and he closed his eyes.
And lifted up his eyes.
And see that? And did what?
To Shamayim. And
you ain't believe why he would have done that. That's the ha. That's the ha. It don't make, you know what the book said, where I'm going to look to? From which coming what? Where your help come from? So why are you looking at the ground? They taught us that.
Yeah.
They taught us that every time you supposed to pray your head, you supposed to be looking to the ground. Then who taught us that? But even in the right hand side, I'm going to lift up my heel to the heart, from which cometh my help. It makes sense, huh? That's what the heart is about. Allah. Yep. Somebody saying the great because you're looking for guidance. Mm-hmm. Yep. He wouldn't be looking at the ground. I'm not looking for no guidance from the ground. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's see what he said.
Abba, the hour is come.
The time is come.
Kabul, thy being, that thy being also may kabul thee.
See that? Glorify me, so I can also glorify you. Listen.
As thou hast given him power.
Over what?
All basar.
I'm trying to tell him, but it don't sound like but one person. This is Adam. This is only Adam. This is only you know, eventually, as we gravitate, when we get more accustomed with the language from the alphabet and move on, just about every time when he came back to correct them, you know, he called them Adam. Mm. He will always refer to them as one man. He will always refer to them as Adam. He would always refer to him as Adam. And it would make sense. You see the same behavior. You know what happened in the who know what happened in the 25th chapter book of Bamar? 25th chapter? Yeah, you like that. You just want to say, you don't want to take the head off for it. What happened to that boy and shit him? Let's see. Bamar brought 25:1. We'll finish up over him. Numbers they'll call on. 25 and 1, Bamidbar. Numbers, they call it 25 and 1. Listen to the book.
And Yasharal abode in Shittim, and the arm began to commit whoredom.
Say what now? Zanuth? Well, what is it? Something. Listen.
With the Banu of Moab.
With the daughters of Moab. What happened?
And they called the arm unto the sacrifices of their Elohim.
And what happened?
And the arm did eat and bowed down to their Elohim.
At Barashit chapter 3 at verse 6. Genesis, they call it. 3 and 5 be fine. Listen to the book.
For Elohim doth know that in the womb ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as Elohim, knowing Tub and Rasha.
What happened?
And when the Shah saw that the ox was Tub for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a ox to be desired to make one wise,
What did she do?
she took of the pari thereof, and did eat.
What did she do?
Took of the pari thereof, and did eat.
What happened?
And gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
What happened?
And when the eyes of them both were opened,
They knew.
that they were naked,
And what happened?
and they sewed fig leaves together,
And did what?
made themselves aprons.
Yeah.
And they heard the voice of Yahuah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yom. And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuah Elohim amongst the ox of the garden. And Yahuah Elohim called unto Adam and said unto him,
What did he say?
Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked,
Ara.
and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou wast Ara?
And what happened?
Hast thou eaten of the ox whereof I amar thee that thou shouldest not eat?
I commanded you not to eat. What happened?
And the Ish said, The Shah, whom thou gavest to be with me,
What did she do?
she gave me.
She what now?
Gave me.
She did what?
Gave me
What you do?
of the ox, and I did eat.
That's all I need. 25 and 1. Bamidbar. Bamidbar 25 and 1. Numbers, they call it. Listen to the book.
And Yasharal abode in Shittim,
See that? Bold in some shit. Listen. And you ain't gonna believe how when you be in some shit. Shit happen. Look where they bold at now. Listen. Where they bold at?
in Shittim,
We know that's not the literal name of the place. It's not even close to the word shit'em. Whatever reason white people get it, they throw the reason. That's not the actual name of the place. So it made me wonder why would white people use this as a title for it. This is not the name of the area. But that's what they want to call it. But amazingly, we stand some shit. Ain't it? No, we stand some shit. About this, there's some shit. Listen.
and the arm began to commit Zanunim with the Banu of Moab.
What's the Banu? That's a man? Daughters. Talk to me.
And they called the arm unto the sacrifices of their Elohim.
And what happened?
The arm did eat and bowed down to their Elohim.
Sound familiar? Adam did the same thing. She called him to her sacrifice. And he did eat. He told y'all he did. Who was this again that abode in there? What's the name of the people?
And Yasharal abode in
Yasharal
Shittim.
means he rules. That was Adam's, that was his title. Adam was Yasharal. It means he ruled as Elohim. Nobody was Yasharal before him. He ruled just like Elohim. And we know that definitively at 126 of Barashit. I ain't guesstimating. I know what he did. A lot of times we look at Jacob and we call him, his name was called Yasharal, but we don't understand he had a name, but Adam had to work. Adam had to work. Let's see what it said at 126. Listen to the book.
And Elohim said,
What did he say?
let us make Ish in
Well,
our image,
And what else?
after our likeness,
Now, who else you going to find going to better describe this? Let us make Ish
in our image,
one in our image,
after our likeness,
and do what with
let
it?
them have dominion,
Over the what?
the fish of the sea,
What else?
and over the fowl of the air,
And what else?
and over the cattle,
And what else?
and over all the arats,
And what else?
and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the arats.
So what did he do?
So Elohim created Ish
Well,
in his own image.
how?
In the image of Elohim
Made he who?
created he him.
That's what I'm talking about right now. That's Yahuah right now. So when he was sat here and he told you in the 25th chapter, when you read it, you think about a group of people. He looking like, this is the same shit I've seen before. That y'all want to get pulled and getting called to some stuff and getting yourself off. This ain't nothing new for us. He been watching this since the beginning. He been watching this ever since Barashit. That you get yourself pulled off and you get off track from what you're supposed to be doing. And they always trip you up with food. They always, he done told you, when people call you and they told you not to eat it, they said if it's offering sacrifice, they go, what he told you to do? Don't eat it. He said, don't eat it. Why did he tell you that? Because I know you, Adam, you're going to eat it. He told you that. He said, they tell you that this is an offering to any day God, don't eat it. Because he know what Adam going to do. All you got to do is put a woman with a short skirt with some titties showing, little ass stick out on there, we gone. Yeah. That's amazing. Look at how many of them get tore up. We don't say, there's a, Carl was butt naked. Yeah. Topless waitress ain't new. Right. They ain't new. How you think she bring that thing? A sister? Boom, in the jungle, the mighty. That's a sister. Come on. They like topless waiter new. They ain't new. Rump shaker. They ain't that new. That's a sister fresh in the garden. Isn't that right? That's right, honeysuckles. Throw it out like sunshine. That thing brand new. You talking about brand new on the scene. I ain't never seen no to they're brand new on the scene. Automatic, he's singing like Devon, and I like it, and I like it, and I like. Remember Devon, where who that Devon? Remember that? Had to sing it. Ooh, girl, you're satisfying. Man, you making it get hot. Woo-hoo. That's the first time you ever seen it. I don't know what they think about now. What you gonna say? Oh, I've seen that before. You ain't seen this. Check out here. Man, we're coming two skaboogers just sitting there. Look at like this. From there, two skaboogers. Man, you know, I ain't never going back to sleep. If I do, let two more up here. That time he just fall asleep. I'm just going to do this again. It's new. It's new. You know why you going to act when it's something new? You just got it new. What y'all did the first time y'all got y'all criminal toy? Overplay with them. Damn, like my cousin kind of tear it up the first day you get it. Because it's new. All right, don't worry about it. Well, anyway, so you see, y'all, we kind of went off, but y'all understand. 17:1. Come on back here. You can they call it John 17:1. Well, y'all out the chain. Y'all trying to get me off, ain't you? 17:1. 18:1, I'm sorry. Hold on. No, I'll come back. 17:1, then 18:1. Listen. You know they call it John. Listen.
These Dabarim spake Yahusha and lifted up his eyes to Shamayim and said, Abba, thy hour is come. Kabut thy being, that thy being also may kabut thee.
Yeah.
As thou hast given him power
over
all basar, that he should give eternal kai to as many as thou hast given him.
You know what? His speech, I can understand now what happened with Adam. Because it was a time set when he made this man and he put him in this position. You understand, he'd have brought this man into the garden into the gun, that had been some form of introduction. Huh? That had been some form of introduction. That's just being honest. You just pop up in. What make you different than anything I've been here? Ain't like you got him first. We were already him. Y'all don't understand the animals and the ox, everything was there, the grass, everything already there. So what make you so special popping up now? That just be, everything was there when he got there. So now you don't pop in. I'm listening to your Ukanon. I'm listening to what your Ukanon is saying that Yahusha recited, and it only makes sense that there had to be some introduction. Let's see what happened. Let's try to get an understanding. See if that's well, we'll do that too. Oriel 9:28. Oh, but thank you. Yeah. Oriel, they call it Luke 9:28. Abba, they call it Hebrews. Abba 1 and 4. Let's see how it work out. Y'all all right? All right, listen to the book. Luke, they'll call it. This is Ariah. They call it Luke 9:28. One got me Abba, they call it Hebrews chapter 1 and 4. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass.
Tell them what happened.
About and 8 Yamim after these sayings.
Yeah. He
took Cuff and Yahukanan and Yaakov and went up into a har to Palau. And as he Palau, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistering. And behold, there talked with him 2 Anashim.
Like who?
Which were Musha and Yahuah.
What happened?
Who appeared in Kabul and spake of his decease, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem.
Yes.
But Cuff and they that were with him were heavy with sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his Kabul and the 2 Anashim that stood with him.
What happened?
And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Cuff said unto Yahusha,
what do they want to do?
Adon, it is too for us to be here.
What you want to do?
And let us make 3 tabernacles.
You know what you're talking about?
One for thee, and one for Musha, and one for all Yahu.
Doing what?
Not knowing what he said.
So what happened?
While he thus spake, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they Yara as they entered into the cloud.
They feared that they went in. Tell them what happened.
And there came a voice out of the cloud saying,
do what?
This is
Moshe.
This is my.
This is all Yahu.
Ahab ben. Hear him.
At the book of Abba, chapter 1 and verse 4. Abba, chapter 1. They call it Hebrews 1 and 4. Listen to the book. Then we'll come back to Ukanon 17. Think I'll be at 2. Because it's almost at 3. Listen to the book.
Being made so much better than the Malachi.
Doing what now?
As he hath by inheritance.
Of what?
Obtained a more excellent Shem.
You know what people ought to look at? The fact that they should already recognize somebody had it. He said he had obtained it by inheritance, looking at the name he got. That's why you found others with it. He told you about his Shem. How it's inherited. You can't inherit something somebody don't already have. Can you inherit something? Somebody had to pass it down to you. That's what inherited. He told he inherited, meaning somebody had it before he did. Listen.
For unto which of the Malachi said he at any time?
What did he say?
Thou art my being.
Thou art who?
My being.
So what happened?
This Yom have I begotten thee.
So what did he do?
And again I will be to him a Abba.
And?
He shall be to me a being.
Y'all understand that? Listen.
And again.
Again.
When he bringeth in the first begotten of the Arats.
Tell him what he said.
He saith, and let all the Malachi of Elohim worship him.
That's how they knew who Adon was when he came in. Because he never begotten any of those animals. When he brought him in, he let everybody know they're going to have to acknowledge him. You can't bring him in and tell everybody to acknowledge him if they weren't already there. So they brought him in. He told everybody got to acknowledge him. How's you gonna know what's gonna make an elephant or any of these other animals sit down and submit and come to you and let you tell them something? They gotta be told something. They ain't just gonna pop up no new ark because they see no ship. They gotta be told something. Everybody gotta acknowledge him. How do we know that Yahusha was the Yahusha? Thank you. How is we gonna know it? 129, Yukanan. Exactly right. These people, it's got to be, this is, look, it's been revealed. This is Kazum. That's what he was saying. They would have known. They understood this is him. 129, Yukanan. Listen to the book.
The next Yom, Yahuah seeth Yahusha coming unto him.
And he said, guess what? I'm going to see if y'all can figure it out.
Behold, the Lamb of Elohim.
Which do what?
Taketh away the kata of the arat.
Who is this?
This is he of whom I said, after me cometh a ish, which is preferred before me.
Why?
For he was before me.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That he could bring somebody in, let you see him, and they were already him before you were him. That's what I had to learn about him. Can you believe that? Already with him, and then came in, presented, and told everybody to worship him. You him before him, so it looked like you be able to say, no, he was him before I was. He been him before. Y'all all right? That's what I understand about him. Because now you got to listen to the statement in the book of Abba, he got to clear up some stuff. Because in Abba, he said when he brought him into the Arat, pay attention, he didn't bring him first in Shamin, he said everybody got to acknowledge him. First time you caught him here as the only begotten, everybody had to acknowledge him. Y'all got it? That don't mean he had just gotten him. Just like when Yahuah told him about him, he said he came after me, but he was actually him before me. Isn't that right? So we don't get confused. You just seen him in the flesh. He had already been him. He tried to tell about a statement. He told me before Abraham was, he said, I was. They said, you seen Abraham? He said, and he was glad to see me. He said, and he was glad to see me. Y'all should have seen him. When he saw Yahusha, he was so happy. He said, I've been here. When he seen me, he was glad. I can't believe that. Y'all all right? You know how they knew he was glad? He laughed. He laughed. Had they just paid attention. That's why he laughed. His son's name would have told you that. That's his son's name, and he laughed. Can you believe that? Sarah and Abraham, they laughed. That was a sign they glad. You say, you must be happy. You must be on something. I'm glad. And he said, when he see me, he was glad. All right. Don't worry about it. Where I got you at? With 17. Back at 17:2, finishing up, going to 3. Yahuah 17, going to 3. Listen to the book. Be mindful of my time. Listen.
As thou hast given him power over all basar.
See that? And give him power over all basar, all flesh. Listen.
That he should give eternal Kai.
To what?
As many as thou hast given him.
Ain't that something? Oh, that's tight. Listen.
And this is Kai eternal.
Then what happened?
They might know thee.
The only who?
Ahmad Elohim.
And who else?
Yahusha HaMashiach.
Whom?
Thou hast sent.
Boy, you don't even realize. You got to understand that. Can you understand how you actually getting Kai? Is to know the Abba, and then you got to know who the Abba sent. He said, that's it right there. You got to understand that. Y'all know how important that is. Just listen to his statement now. I just never heard it really sound like that. He just told her this is Kai eternal, that they might know thee, the only true Elohim, and Yahushua HaMashiach, whom he sent. So you had to know Adam, and you had to know him. As a similitude. But people died because they didn't know him. And the book told you when he came into the rock, it said the rocks were made by him. You ain't gonna believe what happened. And they didn't know him. They couldn't get it. Can you believe that? He just told us something that people should have known. The book declared in the first chapter of the book of Unit that he was in the rocks. And the rocks were made by him, and they didn't even know him. So how were these people going to be saved? How are they going to get eternal Kai? So now you come along and you done told us by the mouth of your Nalaim, now guess what he said? All your Benny gonna be taught of me. Every one of your Benny gonna be taught of me. Don't you know how many people would have looked for this? When Yahuah told us that, we had no idea that these people didn't know him. How did we know that unless he had told it to us? We knew that they didn't know him. We couldn't know it until he told us. They probably thought they knew him. Just like people testify now, but he said, but they worked, they deny him. Yeah. Now the man just came and said, this is Kai eternal. This is eternal life, that they might know thee and Yahusha HaMashiach, whom you sent. Pick me up at 30 and 1. Marshall Lee. Let's see what happened. Tell me what he was trying to get. Marshall Lee. 30 and 1. Goodness, man, we get it going. I'm all off topic. For some people. I go with the roll. Isn't that right? I just get on the merry-go-round. I just stay until I got sick. How many of you get sick out of the merry-go-round? Man, that thing be so fun. You get to go out of the white, you get to spin on that thing. You be standing on that thing. You be going, you be thinking, oh, y'all this thing. You can't do it. I got to get off this thing. I want to get off early now. I ain't never had no sense to get out early. I get on that thing, you get to running, you get that thing, or you jump, you get on there, somebody get drugged, they don't make you. Like, hey, you go look around there, still in the grave. You're not going to stop that thing. I don't get friends of y'all. This thing stop for no one. And your grandmama fail, she'll be all right. Y'all remember people falling, people don't make it. Hey, you just hope it don't be, you be running, you get this going, somebody, Lulu, get them. Don't try to grab it, stop it. It's got to roll. Slow down, you jump back, try to get it going again. That's what you did. That's why you got that thing. You be sitting right in the middle of that thing. You be thinking, I'm getting sick. I got to get off this thing. Just didn't know when to stop. Listen.
The Dabarim of Agur, the Ben of Jakar, even the Nebuah, the Ish, spake unto Ithial, even unto Ithial and Ukal, surely I am more brutish than any Ish.
You hear what he just said? He's more brutish than any Ish. And have what now?
Not the understanding of a Ish.
What you didn't do?
I neither learned wisdom.
What else?
Nor have the knowledge of the Kudash.
Talk to me.
Who hath ascended up into Shamayim,
yeah,
or descended?
What happened?
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the Mayim in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the Adumah?
Tell me what you want to know.
What is his Shem?
What is who?
What is his Shem?
And that's it?
And what is his Ben Shem?
Yeah.
Thou canst tell.
Why would he want to know this anyway? Anybody know why he would probably want to know this? 17:3. Yahuah. Let's see. Why he want to know something like that. Listen to the book. And Yahuah, they call John 17:3. Let's see what he said.
And this is Kai eternal.
This is eternal life?
That they might know thee.
Know who?
Thee.
That's it?
The only Amat Elohim.
And who else?
Yahusha HaMashiach.
Whom?
Thou hast sent.
So it makes sense now why he want to know his name and his man's name. Not just they want to know, because this is life eternal. People have been trying to strike up on this a long time. Why he just said, if I could just know the truth. When Yahusha spake this makes sense. He just told her, what's the plan? People say, well, I just go to the Father. I don't worry about the Son. That's why I know you ain't going nowhere. We don't worry about the Father. As long as you got the Son, you got the... Go ahead. Just keep going. The man just told her what was life eternal. You got to know him. He said, and you got to know him. Y'all didn't know that? Let me tell you how it worked. Just to give you a demonstration. And Mizraim, you remember what was supposed to happen under the time of Yusuf? Who remember what was going on? A famine. And they was going to wind up being a wipe out of all the food. They were going to starve. And without food, they were probably going to, what we call it, die. There was a man that was in charge. You remember who the title was? Pharaoh. And Pharaoh sought out somebody. You remember who it was? Yahusha, to put him over it so the people didn't die. And he made all the people know Yahusha that already knew Pharaoh. And the people had to do what Yahusha told them, and that was giving respect and honor to Pharaoh. Because the son, Yahusha, was the savior for those people. And Pharaoh, the Abba, put him in position to save the people. So you're going to have to acknowledge the son, and you're going to have to acknowledge the father, Yahusha and Pharaoh. Tight. Let's see what happened. Barashit. See if it's chapter 41. Let me see if it's 42. Barashit. $42. Let me see if it's 43. Listen to the book. I put 42. Listen to the book. Is it a 41, 43? What's the last verse? Ain't it 41, 43? Somebody said yes, somebody said no. Why they look at me like that? Look, I made up some 41, 43? You said 42? Oh, 41. Don't go what I wrote, go what I said. When I'm wrong what I said, go what I wrote. You got to pay attention if you don't want to be wrong. Right? Listen to the book.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot, which he had, and they cried before him, bowed the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Mizraim.
So we can understand that, can't we? That would have put Yahusha under him. So we understand that the Ben is under the Abba. Listen, if he wrote in the second one, that means it got to be a first. You can't have a 2 if it's not a 1. You can't start off with 2 if it's not a 1. That makes no sense. He made him ride in the second one. Where was the first one? Behind the second one? Had to be in the front. Listen.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha,
What did he say?
I am Pharaoh, and without thee.
Basically, he just told Yahusha. You know what I'm saying? I'm Elohim. I'm Elohim. I'm all I. Y'all got it? I'm him. What happened?
And without thee.
And without who?
Thee.
Without who?
Thee.
What gonna happen?
Shall no ish lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Mizraim.
So guess what I'm gonna need to know? I'm gonna need to know Pharaoh and Yahusha. I'm gonna need to know who's in authority, who made it, who put him in position. I gotta go to him. Not a hand, not a foot, nothing be moved, nothing out of place without you. They're gonna keep everybody from going around. Listen what will happen.
And Pharaoh called Yahusha's name Zaphnath Paneah,
which is a Mizraim terminology, not Abari, Mizraim. They believe it to be something like a king or ruler. Listen.
And he gave him.
Somebody gonna go and try to find an Abari meaning. I don't know why you're gonna find an Abari meaning of a Mizraim name. Ain't gonna make sense. They didn't tell you he went and got it from us. Pharaoh called him. Pharaoh was not Abari. This is a Mizraim terminology. So it's going to be speculation on what the title means. But we know it want an insult. Listen.
And he gave him to Ashah as Enath, the Bath of Potipharah, Kahan of On. And Yahusha went out over all the land of Mizraim.
What happened?
And Yahusha was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh.
And book told you about Yahusha was 30 years of age as he supposed. Isn't that right? Listen.
It stood before Pharaoh, Malak of Mizraim, and Yahusha went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Mizraim.
So now you find out how Yahusha came to us. He went out from the presence of the Abba. It came down to us. Listen.
And in the 7 plenteous years, the rots brought forth by handfuls, and he gathered up all the food of the 7 years, which were in the land of Mizraim.
Where's this symbolic to? So-called. What if you gonna do in the 7? In the 7 yard, that's when we gather anyway. So he gathered in the 7th year. Don't worry about it. Listen.
And laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same.
Yeah.
And Yahusha gathered corn as the sand of the sea,
Yeah.
very much, until he left, numbering for it was without number.
Listen.
And Yahusha was born to Bani before the years of the famine came,
Yeah.
which Asenath, the Bath of Potiphera, Kahan of On, bare unto him.
Yes.
And Yahusha called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for Elohim said, He hath made me forget my toil
Yeah.
and all my Abba's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for Elohim hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
And that's what Ephraim is. Fruitful. Listen.
And the 7 years of plenteous that was in the land of Mizraim were ended, and the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Yahusha had said, and the dearth was in all the lands.
Yeah.
But in all the land of Mizraim there was bread, and when all the land of Mizraim was famished,
What happened?
the cried to Pharaoh for bread.
See that? The arm cried to Pharaoh for bread. Listen.
And Pharaoh said unto all Mizraim,
What did he say to
Go
them? They prayed to
unto-
the Father when they pulled out to the Abba.
Go unto Yahusha,
He just told them to go into the Son and do what?
what saith to you, do.
Said, Prudent, you gotta know the Father, and you gotta understand the sonship. Otherwise, you don't have no eternal life. This is how important for you have to know the Son and the Father with you by terminology. But the Abba and the Ben. He just told you that life eternal. That's why you don't get caught in life. Otherwise, you ain't. These people weren't going to get nothing. Now, think about when he just sat in the back and told them to go to him, and they didn't know Yahusha. So what going to happen? You were famished, and he just told you to go to the Ben, and you don't know who the Ben is. Then you going to die. Then you going to die. You know how important it is for you to know the Son and to know the Father? Yes, to know the Abba and to know the Ben? Yes, sir. That's why he said life eternal. That's the only thing that kept him living. He just told you all through the rest of the world, it was already famine. Yes, wasn't nothing nowhere except that you knew the Ben. And who put the Ben in position? The Abba. He just told you how it's going to be. He set somebody who was wise and discreet enough. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. 17:4. Let me finish this up. I don't know. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to just help you out. I want y'all to understand it. Grasp the concept. Because people keep wondering, why I to pray this son? He just told you why. He set it up that way. And it makes sense. Everything you see, it makes sense. Everybody got to come see the son. He told you that in Barashit. He had everybody come see Adam. We should have learned then. We don't nobody getting around him. Ain't no getting around him. Everybody got to go see him. Huh? You going to have to go see. Everybody going to be saved in the time of flood. Who you had to go see?
The what?
You can go see the Lord. Call on your God. You come one way. You're going to see Noah. And that's who he gave it to. He gave the ark to him, and you got to go see him if you're going to get in it. Well, he done gave the covenant of eternal life to him. If you're going to get it, you're going to come see him. I'm telling you, watch all these little religions have to make a fool out of them.
That's right.
All I do is stick with it. This they book. I ain't wrote this book, it's they book. They gave it to you in Christian church, don't come back correcting these wrong.
That's right.
17:3. Come on, finish this up. Listen to the book.
And this is Kai eternal,
And this is life eternal.
that they might know thee,
The who?
only Amat Elohim,
See that? The only Pharaoh. And who else?
and Yahusha HaMashiach,
Whom?
thou hast sent.
What happened?
I have kabooed thee on
See
the
that?
Arat.
See that? I kabooed you on the arise. What else you did?
I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
I don't know what the folk don't know. Yahusha would have had this same spirit. He went back to see Pharaoh. He only set him there until they got through the famine. So we understand the son putting down rule, giving it back to the Abba. This is the same thing Yahusha would have told Pharaoh. He would not put in that position, be in that position, but he would put in that position to get them through the famine. To get them through the plenties and to get them through the famine.
That's right.
After that, he was supposed to put it right back in
Right
his
back.
hand.
That's right.
I don't know what the people thinking about. I don't know what y'all think about. The only way we're going to get understanding. That's what he never told him he had that position forever
That's
in
right.
Mizraim.
That's right.
He was trying to get them through. He saw it. He said, can we find such a Ish? Yeah. Can we find somebody wise and discreet enough to handle their business? And that's what he said. As much as Elohim done showed it to you,
That's right.
as much as he couldn't find nobody better than him,
That's right.
he set him over it.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
And now, O Abba, kabod thou me with thine own self,
See that? Kabod thou me with thine own self.
with the kabod which I have with which I had with thee
When you
before
brought
the
me
Arat-
into the Arats,
before the Arats was.
I had to clean it up because they thought the man didn't get him until he came in the Arats. He just had the man to get him back the glory he had with him before he came in the Arats. That's what he just wanted. So for you to think he just existed when he came here, for you to be ignorant. That's when he brought him here, because he came out the same similitude that Adam came. When he brought him here, everybody in the garden, you're going to have to acknowledge him. Everybody had to acknowledge him. Wasn't nobody going around him. That's how important it is for you to understand the relationship we got. Or what he give. Listen, count amount of things sometimes. Well, really, I ain't got to say it. I just go. But that's not what I told you. You got to go back and do whatever he say. Whatever he say do, you got to go back and do it. Maureen, that's what we learned about when he was at the wedding. She told, when she said it, people that would have been out would understood. We heard it before.
That's right.
We heard it before. That
Yes,
man
sir.
been set up over this whole thing. 18-1. So I can get y'all finished up. 18-1. You're Ukanon 18-1. Two jumped all off my subject matter. 18-1, you Ukanon, they called John. Listen to the book.
When Yahusha had spoken these dabarim,
Tell him what he did.
he went forth with his Methitas over the brook Kedron, where was a gun into which he entered, and his Methitas. And Yehuda also, which betrayed him, knew the Malchum.
What happened?
For Yahusha oftentimes resorted thither with his Methitas.
See that? Listen.
Yehuda then, having received a band of Anashim and officers from the Rosh Kohanim and Pharisees, cometh thither with lanterns and torches and weapons. Yahusha therefore, knowing all things that should come to him, went forth and said unto them,
What did he say?
Whom seek ye? They answered him, Yahusha of Nazareth. Yahusha saith unto them, I am he. And Yehuda also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he,
What did they do?
they went backwards and fell to the Adamah.
What happened?
Then asked he them again, Whom seek ye? And they said, Yahusha of Nazareth. Yahusha answered, I have told you that I am he.
So what that mean?
If therefore ye seek me,
If therefore,
ye seek me,
if therefore,
ye seek me,
keep the other ones too.
let these go their way.
They already see right. He just did. He just ransomed himself. Started showing us a ransom. And he told them to let them go. That means if he said let them go, it mustn't have free will. If he just said let them go, that means he have free will. I don't guess y'all listen. If I say let them go, that means they don't have free will. So we understand him having the authority to be able to loose. Listen what happened.
That the saying may be fulfilled which he spake.
Like what?
Of them which thou gavest me,
What happened?
have I lost none.
See what he did? Huh? Otherwise, they would have been gone. Scripture got that's how important scripture being fulfilled is. I couldn't lose him. In the 17th chapter, he had just got through plowing. Those thou had given me. He didn't believe what he said. Right there, he got his mouth stopped. Right there, he could have stopped his mouth. They said, I ain't letting nobody go. Yeah. But we already know that wasn't going to happen. Yeah. That's how important it is. You can say, well, you know, not because he just told the scripture got to be fulfilled. I just finished talking to me. I told I hadn't lost none. Now, what you think was going to happen? I assure you they were going to be let go. I insist they be let go. Me, once I fell to the ground, the sense I was just playing. I wasn't trying to get you for real. When I fell, it crawled away. You ever done that joke say that said man, and you just fall backward? Don't they tell you something? The man ain't move, ain't kick. Don't some tell you don't get up. Get your amount of make me a little paddle of the dirt. Pat that thing right there. Say, man, y'all go ahead. I'm out. Come on, what you do? Somebody, Joe can tell you his name, you just fall out. You don't proceed, but you can't stop. That just shows you, we can laugh about it and it is funny. But just showing you how effective the word is, the bar is, and how it's to our benefit to be on the right side of the operation of it working, because this thing will hurt you. It's bad not to even see your own death, to be so dumb, that's so blind that you can't stop. And then when you do find repentance, it's too late. Same thing we found with Yahuah. Same thing we found with Asu. It's bad to get to a point and you sit here and you wind up realizing you're on a point of you can't get no repentance. The book said he sought it with tears. How many of us have cried for repentance? So did Asu. Book said he couldn't find it. Man said, listen, I should know this man. I hate him. He said, I hate him. That's bad. He put that on you. I hate you. That's why it's our benefit to go over this stuff, to make sure we got, make sure we understand. If he said this is life eternal, what do we think in life eternal? If we paid our time, if we showed up to the Muhadi, the man just said, I'm just listening. So the man said, this is life eternal. They might know thee and Yahusha HaMashiach whom you sent. So we got to make sure we got this right. We got to make sure we got, he said, this is it. This is what a lot of people going to miss. Everybody, he didn't say go get right all the alphabet, the alphabets on your clothes. Get you a little, what's that man, Kumo D hat, Wild Wild West. He ain't talking about none of that. He said they gonna need to know you. When you knowing, all the rest of them gonna come to play. Yeah. Y'all see people with tassels. I told y'all to fight people with tassels. Yeah. Fight these people. Leave these people alone. Yeah. You don't know where Yahushua might have us to go. If we learn we going, now which way we gonna turn? I just want to stay straight. You know right? Turn right and stay straight. Ain't that right? But I know it didn't work for them. I know the people that had it, it didn't profit them. He even told them they came down to the sacrifice. He said it hadn't profited none of them that took it. When he told the reason he took away the beast, he tried to show it. Wasn't no profit in it. Y'all all right? He said they were with the body of those dead beasts. He said there wasn't no profit in it. That's why he took it away. So him making transfer and putting things, that's why he said, I'm going to write upon their hearts. Ain't that right? And in their laws of their minds. He said, I'm going to put it somewhere where they won't forget it. He done saw the clothing and keep these people from committing no sin. He dressed them up. They didn't do no better. They didn't do no better in no rags. They didn't never help them. Isn't that right? The sacrifice, everything they ate, he said, didn't profit them. It just didn't profit them. We get this thing in our debate, like he said, Yahuah told the bed, he said, I hid this in my law that I might not kata against you. Why didn't he say he wrote on his tassels? Why he didn't tell me he wrote on his tassels? Or I looked at my tassel that I might not sin against thee. Wasn't intended. Wasn't intended. What were Adam's tassels? Adam didn't have no tassel. And yet Yahuah, she recited it. She said, Elohim has said. What was her tassels? She should have had a tassel. She should have looked at and reminded her. But she already knew it. She told the servant that he told her. Said, now, matter of fact, she gave it to him. She said, not only he said we shouldn't eat it, he told we shouldn't even touch it, lest we die. Yeah. Go figure. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So what is our goal and what are we trying to accomplish here? What we have been trying to do is trying to build antibodies. All this came from my spirit with talking to y'all, and I told you I said go to work. We went all around the place, antibodies. That's how I went to the 5th chapter book of Romans. I know y'all weren't paying attention. Because I was trying to show y'all how the disease got in here first. It ended in by one man and everybody else got it. So in order to keep everybody from dying and wiping everybody off, he saw fit that he should build some type of antibodies. That when you contract sin, your body, through the information of the bar, could build antibody where it will fight against sin. Now when they try to come, now you can say the book of Romans 6 said, it don't have dominion over me. That's like cold flu for a long time took over a lot of people. Till they start realizing what we need to do is not keep people from getting the flu, but yet inject them with a small part so now they can build some antibodies and they can fight and resist. Well, he done told you to resist. How you going to resist something you don't even know what it is? So you're going to have to get it because it's contagious. Now, too much of it will kill you. Huh? It'll kill you because he told you what it's saying anyways. He told Adam what happened when he caught it. But Adam had never caught it before. How is he going to build antibodies against it? See, it's just like in a disease, after a period of time, you start seeing so many people die from it, then it's more of an emotional mood to say, you know what we got to do? We got to find a cure for it. Like cancer. For a long time, it plagued and wiped a lot of people. The people start looking at more money, more research need to be spent on combating cancer. when so many people die from heart disease, they start saying we can get more funding now where we can start getting people that can just work just on heart disease because so many millions of people are dying. Well, he started looking at after this amount of people and generational that people have sat around and died, he could see there was a reason to spend 30 pieces of silver just so we can get one man that understood the importance of trying to combat and try to cure sin. Can you believe that? Any research, I know it takes money to do this. So, for 30 pieces of silver. Research. See, everybody was coming on before trying to fight it, but people didn't see it being at a point until enough people get wiped out of a disease. That's when it started to become real more known and more prevalent that people start saying, we got like AIDS. When AIDS first came out, a lot of people, Raw Hudson. Well, there's Hollywood disease. That's a gay man disease, liver all that. So we ain't not that Hollywood, gay man disease, now it's everybody's disease. Everybody's disease. So you know how monies are spent, time is spent. You start picking people to say, hey, let's work on this. Yahusha came and he picked 12 people. He said, all I want y'all to do is work on sin. Because too many people dying from it. So their whole goal was to see, and Mr. Yahusha, no doubt, everybody had to get it. So you can build up antibodies, I don't know how to fight it. When you see the detriment of it and you see what it'll do to you a little bit, because he told you, he didn't believe a little leaven. So it would be that your body would speedily build up resistance, that you don't let this thing take off. He said you shouldn't let it rain, because if it get too far, get too much, it'll kill you. Fluid turn to pneumonia. When pneumonia comes, how many of y'all don't really know what pneumonia is? Okay, pneumonia, you'll actually build fluids. That fluid water will get in your lungs. And what'll happen, your lungs is air. So when you start to get water inside of it'll restrict your breathing. You can't take deep breath. It hurt because now you got fluid on your lungs. When you get so much fluid on, your lungs will collapse. That's how people die from pneumonia. Correct? Fluid, lung. So that's what happened with sin. Sin, it'll choke the word out you. It'll choke the word. So now we can see the importance of why we're here. Why the purpose he started telling you about one man coming on the scene, then another man. The other man came on was to build antibodies. Huh? He was to set up a generation that was going to come on there was going to have antibodies built that sin wasn't going to overtake them. Then they got shots that they can give you now so that these diseases that were years go back, they don't even take you. They don't even have no dementia. Can't even touch you. Don't even worry about it. Ain't that right? Eventually, we done seen, like they saying the measles come back. At one time, the measles was gone. Hadn't seen it. But he needed you to see that. And you started to come back showing you what man's defect is. But seeing you the effect when you get rid of something, you don't even have a conversation anymore because it don't exist. People, I don't know anybody with it. But that's what he's trying to show when he's talking about wiping out sin, wiping out generation of people that came against it. Like Amalek, he wiped them out, say he's going to blot that thing out. It ain't going to never be a problem you again. Can you believe that? All that so you could understand the effects of what he's going to do with sin. We've been worried about trying to live here long, just like anybody. I want to live forever as long as I can, right here as long as I can. But in order for us to transfer where we got to go, we got to die. It's an unfortunate event. And how it happened, sometimes the tragic event of how it happened is the bigger fear. If I was shot in the head, it's still death. If I was hit in a car wreck and mangled and whatever, it's still death. If I went in my sleep, it's still death. If I was stabbed and punched, it's still death. And it's still the transformation how you get over. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. The only thing I got to do between life and death is be right. That's all I got to do from here. It'd be right till I get him. Y'all got me? Yes, so I can cross over, I need to be right. That makes sense. That's our goal. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. Yes, and understand what's happening. Understand that the antibody that we're going to create and he's created has come through knowledge. If these people didn't know him and that was the effect of why these people didn't make it, then we can see the point for those of that say we are afraid of death, those that don't want to die, it's going to be that more urgent and important that we do know him. Simply because of the fears, simply because of the phobias, simply because of the unknown. So we need somebody who's already transferred between this interval and understands it and can take us through. See, Musa saw that when he asked the Elohim of all soft flesh to settle over congregation, to the down. Adam. They said to the down? Adam. Who said to down? I'm following them. I know it's Adam. Over the congregation, Adam, that might lead them out, that might bring them in, that might go out before them, and they might come in before, go out and come in before, so that the Adam of Yahuah be not as sheep that have not a who? A ra'ah. And who did he set over them? Yahusha. So guess who they're going to need to know? They're going to need to know the Abba, because he's the one over all Basar. That's who Moshe talked to. Because knowing Yahusha is not going to be, that's not going to be as important as you need to know, how did he get here? Right. I'm just dealing with somebody that's over me who put you in a position. Right. For what purpose are you in a position? Right. Because I've been out. I've come in. I know how to take you out. I know how to bring you back in. See, you got to have somebody to transfer you. Somebody to transfer you. A lot of times people trying to make move, but you can't. So it was going to be important for them to know Yahuah, Yahusha. It was going to be important because this is who he said to do this. Because like anybody want to know, even when we already seen what happened when people don't know. It happened with Musa. When he saw two suffering wrong. And he tried this, and he would have settled one against the other. He tried to. But the first thing the man wanted to know was, who made you a ruler? And you know what the book said? How 7:26. Let's see what the book said. Acts of the Apostle. Now I try to get ready and let y'all go. Let's see how important this is. Now I try to get ready and let y'all go. Get ready to take their money. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Make it 7:24. See, if 17:3 make more sense. This is Acts of the Apostle, chapter 7, verse 24. Listen to the book.
And seeing one of them suffer Rasha,
See that? Seeing one of them suffer wrong. Hold on, wrong?
he defended him.
Rasha is wicked, ain't it? You said Rasha is wrong too? Or you just felt like it? If we don't know, let's just stay with what we know till we figure it out. That's all. I wonder how mom and daddy feel. Dad said terrible. Go ahead, listen.
He defended him.
He defended him.
And avenged him.
And avenged him.
That was oppressed.
See that? So now we understand him come back fighting for us. He told y'all about, you read the book about Moshe. He said he was talking about him. He told y'all, had y'all believed Moshe, y'all would have believed him. You think Moshe only want to come back and fight for somebody he's seeing suffer wrong? Why you think he told you, vengeance in mine, said Yahuah, I'll repay? When he saw the man suffer wrong, Moshe didn't tell him, man, help me do nothing for you. I got this. Right. That's how we'd have learned it. Musa saw it, and he saw it, it was in him to know, I'll kill you for that. See, seeing one of them suffer wrong, tell him what happened.
He defended him.
And did what?
Avenged him.
He prayed about it, asked the Lord to do what?
Avenged him.
He said, the Lord is going to take care of you.
Avenged him that was
what did folks think about it? He said he defended him that was oppressed. Listen.
And smote the Mizraim.
And see, they want to use stuff like smoke. So they rolled a joint up. He killed them. Just tell them folks what the man did. The man killed them. White folks don't ever want you to use the most cute ass word smoke. Listen, I'll smoke you like man. He killed the man. Because that was the only way to make sure that never happened to him again by that person or by the one of the offense. Call the person the offense. It was to get us to understand how an offense, it will oppress you. Y'all got me? That's what an offense will do. So he showed you what I do. I'll take that out of the way. We learned that from Mushal. We're transferring this to sin, not just trying to use the individual, but tell the people what the man killed them. So this person who was oppressed, this person was depressed, this person that was suffering, don't ever have to worry about it again, not by the hands of that. Sin has you in that same condition. When Mr. Yahuah come back, he going to make sure you don't never have to worry about that again. Listen.
For he supposed his Akim would have understood.
He supposed he thought that his Akim knew
how that Elohim by his hand would deliver them.
But
they understood not.
Because this eternal life, and they didn't know it. They had no idea that was eternal life. Had they knew who Mushal was, that was eternal life. Listen what happened.
And the next Yom,
listen.
He shewed himself unto them as they strove.
Listen.
And would have set them at one again.
Basically, he would have saved both of them. I could have helped you. You know what happened to them, why he couldn't help them? They were talking about how big Atlanta airport was. So you know what he did? He just went on about somewhere else. Listen.
Saying, Sirs, ye are Akim. Why do ye wrong one to another?
And what happened?
But he that did his neighbor wrong,
saying what?
Thrust him away.
And did what?
Saying, who made thee a ruler and a shafet over us.
See that? He just showed you right there. There was eternal life, and they missed it. They didn't even know who. Had they known, they didn't know what that man was getting ready to do for them. They just didn't know. Why y'all think Moshe made the statement? He said he was thinking they had understood that Elohim was going to deliver them by his hand. He said, but they understood not, which means they didn't know the Abba and they didn't know who he sent. Don't take that long. But right, that's good, Akeem. Wonderful.